8 huge Emmerdale spoilers for next week. Hey Emmerdale fans, get ready for a dramatic week ahead as we dive into 8 massive spoilers for September 16th to 20th. Next week, Will's blackmail nightmare reaches new heights when his shadowy adversary threatens Kim's life. Plus, Arthur's latest date takes a surprising turn, and Billy finds himself hiding a secret from Dawn. Stick around for all the juicy details, and make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on the latest updates and insider info. 1. Will's blackmailer ups the ante. Will is in deep trouble as his mysterious blackmailer ups the ante, demanding a staggering £50,000. This new demand feels like a cruel twist of fate for Will, especially since he missed the initial cash drop due to the chaos at Moira's barn. With no clear way to come up with the money on his own, Will is feeling the pressure and knows he needs to act fast. Desperate for a solution, Will turns to Caleb, hoping he can help. He offers to put up his shares in the haulage business as collateral for a loan. It's a tough decision, but with no other options, Will is willing to sacrifice his stake in the business just to make sure he can meet the blackmail demands and keep himself out of even more trouble. 2. Jimmy is left outraged by Will. Caleb comes through for Will, handing over £40,000 to help him bridge the gap in the blackmail demand. With this cash infusion, Will is finally able to cover the shortfall and get the money needed to satisfy his blackmailer. Relieved but still on edge, Will quickly sends a text to the blackmailer, letting them know that he has the cash ready as agreed. But Will's relief is short-lived. He knows he needs to come clean to Jimmy about what's been going on. When Will finally breaks the news, Jimmy is furious. He's upset, not just because Will made a secret deal with Caleb, but because it involved such a significant shift in the business. Jimmy feels completely blindsided by Will's actions and is struggling to understand why Will didn't come to him first. The tension between them heats up as Jimmy makes it clear that this kind of behind-the-scenes maneuvering is unacceptable. Will's attempt to fix one problem seems to have created another, and now he's left dealing with the fallout of his decisions. 3. Kim is kidnapped. Just as Will starts to think he's finally got his blackmail troubles under control, he gets hit with another shocking twist. When he returns to Home Farm, he discovers that Kim has vanished. To make matters worse, the blackmailer calls Will once again, chillingly revealing that Kim has been kidnapped. The situation quickly escalates, as Will realizes he's been pulled into a far more dangerous game. The blackmailer has a new plan for Will, setting up a trap in a remote woodland area. Desperate to rescue Kim, Will heads out to the location, only to find something truly unsettling waiting for him. As he ventures deeper into the woods, he comes across a mannequin dressed to look like Kim. This creepy setup is clearly intended to mess with his mind and push him even further into the trap. The sight of the mannequin only adds to Will's anxiety and sense of dread. It's clear that his blackmailer is playing a twisted game, and Will must navigate through this nightmarish scenario to find Kim and get her back safely. The pressure is on, and every step he takes could either lead him closer to Kim or deeper into danger. 4. Jai struggles with Arthur's coldness. Jai takes Charles's advice to heart, realizing he needs to make amends with Arthur and work on rebuilding their strained relationship. Charles believes that making an effort to mend things with his stepdad is crucial, so Jai decides to reach out and try to repair their bond. Jai is hopeful that with some patience and effort, he can turn things around and get back on better terms with Arthur. Unfortunately, Jai's efforts don't go as smoothly as he hoped. Arthur continues to give him the cold shoulder, clearly still harboring resentment. The root of the issue is Arthur's ongoing anger over how Jai has treated Laurel, which remains a significant hurdle in their relationship. Despite Jai's attempts to bridge the gap, Arthur's reluctance to forgive makes it clear that things won't be resolved easily. Jai's frustration grows as he faces the reality that winning Arthur back won't be a quick or simple process. He's up against deep-seated feelings and a lot of hurt, and it's becoming evident that gaining Arthur's trust and forgiveness will require more than just a few gestures. The road to reconciliation is proving to be much tougher than Jai anticipated. 5. Arthur is spotted on a secret date. Arthur sneaks away for a secret date with Lewis at Mulberry Cottage, trying to enjoy some private time away from the prying eyes of the family. The two of them share a few beers, with Arthur hoping that Laurel, who has been a source of tension, won't find out about this clandestine meeting. It's a rare moment of relaxation for Arthur, but he's well aware of the potential fallout if Laurel or anyone else discovers what he's been up to. Things take a turn when Jai catches sight of Arthur and Lewis disposing of the empty beer cans. Jai's presence makes Arthur uneasy, as he fears that Jai might spill the beans to Laurel, causing even more trouble. The situation puts Arthur on edge, knowing that the last thing he needs is more drama or conflict, especially with his already strained relationship with Jai. For Jai, this encounter with Arthur presents a unique opportunity. Seeing Arthur in this vulnerable situation could be his chance to make a move and potentially mend their relationship. If Jai handles this right, he might be able to leverage the situation to show that he's not out to cause trouble, but rather to reconcile and improve their strained connection. It's a delicate balance, but Jai knows that this could be the moment to turn things around. As Jai weighs his options, the tension between him and Arthur hangs heavy. Whether Jai chooses to use this information to push Arthur further away, or to reach out and bridge the gap, will be crucial in determining the future of their relationship. This unexpected encounter might just be the turning point that Jai needs to prove his intentions and earn back Arthur's trust. 6. Ryan is left disappointed by Gail. Gail opens up to Ryan about her plans to find a new place to live, expressing her desire to have her own space and live independently. While Ryan listens, he can't help but feel a pang of disappointment when Gail makes it clear that she's looking for a place where she can be on her own. It's clear that Ryan had hoped for a different outcome, and the idea of living separately from Gail stings more than he expected. Now, Ryan is left wondering if there's any way he can change Gail's mind. He knows how important it is for her to have her independence, but he's also hoping he can convince her that moving in together might be a better option. Ryan will need to come up with a convincing argument if he wants to sway Gail's decision and make her see the benefits of sharing a home with him instead of going solo. 7. Billy hides a secret. Dawn stumbles upon a hidden stash of cash that Billy had kept secret, and she's immediately suspicious. Confronting him about the money, she demands an explanation. Billy manages to charm his way out of the situation by spinning a story that he was saving up for a surprise for her. Although Dawn is initially taken in by his explanation, the mystery surrounding the money lingers in the back of her mind. As time goes on, Dawn's doubts about Billy's story grow stronger. The situation takes a new turn when Billy makes a call to a mysterious contact, asking for more work. This move makes it clear that his earlier claim about the cash was far from the truth. Dawn now has even more reason to question Billy's honesty and wonder what he might really be up to. 8. Jimmy and Lydia fall out. Jimmy and Lydia run into each other at the cafe, and their encounter quickly turns heated due to the recent fallout between the King and Dingle families. The tension between them is palpable as they start arguing about the recent revelations Belle made regarding Tom's abuse. Both Jimmy and Lydia are firm in their stances, and it's clear that neither is ready to back down from their viewpoints. Their disagreement over Belle's claims only adds to the existing animosity between the two families. Jimmy, with his own set of grievances, and Lydia, who is equally defensive, are locked in a heated exchange that only deepens the rift between them. It's a clash of perspectives, with both sides refusing to budge, which only fuels the ongoing conflict. As the argument escalates, it becomes apparent that their personal grievances and family tensions are driving their unwillingness to compromise. The cafe, usually a place for casual conversations, becomes a battleground for their unresolved issues, highlighting just how deep and complicated the feud has become. And that's a wrap on our big Emmerdale spoilers for next week. With Will scrambling to meet the blackmail demands and facing new challenges, and the tension between Jimmy and the rest of the characters heating up, it's shaping up to be a week full of drama and surprises. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the action or updates. We'll be here with all the latest twists and turns from Emmerdale, keeping you in the loop with everything you need to know. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.